Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla, and for this video, I'm going to be giving you an update on all of my finances for January 2023. These monthly updates are some of my longest videos, so I want to just go ahead and jump into it. I do want to quickly say thank you so much for being here because I know that over the last month or two, I've had thousands of new subscribers. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, whether you've been here for a very, very long time or this is the first video that you're watching. So yeah, you will see as we go through, and let's go ahead and start with my money goals. January was a very strong month for me financially, and I'm very happy about that. It's a great way to start the year. My first goal was to max out my Roth IRA for 2022, and I did do that. About 3 weeks into January, I was able to completely finish maxing out my 2022 Roth IRA. I had been updating on that in my Transfer Tuesdays, and I made it a priority for January so that I could go ahead and finish that for 2022. This is the first time I've ever maxed out my Roth IRA, so something that was very exciting and near and dear to me because it's just a big milestone and something I've never been able to do. So very excited about that and happy to say I got that done. Goal number 2 was to reach $25,000 total in my student loan debt savings. And I did. I actually got above $25,000 saved, which is crazy. Because I was focusing on my Roth IRA for January, I didn't expect to be able to save too much for my student loan debt, but that was not the case. I did get a lot of extra income, a lot of side hustle income, more than I was expecting to. So that really helped me to add more to my student loan debt savings. And in case this is the first video that you're watching, I have actual student loan debt, but I am saving for them instead of actively paying them down because they're in forbearance and at 0% interest, and I make money on the money that I have saved for them. So that's exactly why I'm saying student loan savings instead of, actually paying down student loan debt. But we're over 25K there, and I will give you that number as I go through everything. Goal number 3 was to get rid of at least 50 things. So part of my no spend, low spend 2023 is to also declutter. And I am making sure to make that a point every single month to set it as a goal so that I actually stay on track. And I did a good job with this. So I'm gonna put up a screenshot of what I got rid of in January. And it's quite random. I got rid of 73 things. I had a 13-piece pot and pan set. Now, honestly, I've had that pot and pan set for several months. I had picked it up on somebody at the curb of somebody's house. They were getting rid of it. They were in really good condition, and y'all know me. I'm like, that's if y'all don't want to sell it, I will take it and sell it for y'all. So it took several months, but it's been on Facebook Marketplace. I think I had it listed for $80 because it was a good set, and it was 13 pieces. But they offered 60, and plus I just wanted to get rid of it, so because it had been sitting in my room for a while, and I was like, yeah, 60, because I got it for 0. So that was an easy $60 there, and 13 things gone out of my apartment. I did get rid of 3 cardboard boxes. I know that's super random, but when you get stuff delivered to you, you don't break down those boxes or the packaging or anything. You just keep it so that if you sell something or if you need those, then you can use them, reuse them. Well, I definitely have way too many of those, so there were 3 that were just kind of right there when I walked into my closet and in the way, so I got rid of those. I got rid of 4 tubes of deodorant. They were old. I don't know why they're sitting there. I hadn't used them in months. Plus, I have to use very specific deodorant. I have sensitive pits, so I got rid of them. Several bottles of lotion or pieces of skincare. That's because they were really old or expired, or I just never am going to use them. I got rid of at least 25 makeup items. There was probably more here. This was old makeup palettes, face primer, a foundation, some lipsticks and stains, I don't know, that are definitely old, expired. I literally never wear makeup. Even if I'm going out, I don't put it on. So I don't need to have all of those things, and sometimes I think I'll need them if I go to a wedding, I'll put on some eyeshadow and some color, but it's old stuff, and you shouldn't even be putting that on your face anyway. Jewelry boxes / pouches. I had several fabric and box jewelry pouches, got rid of those. As you can see, the bulk of this stuff was thrown away. And then I still have more essential oils that are just old expire. Like, I'm not going to use them, to be honest. I got rid of at least 15 little bottles of essential oils. So altogether, came to 73. I was happy about that. As I said, I think I'll get rid of over 365 things this year because I'm counting like such small things. Like in that 25 makeup items, there was like, you know, tiny things that maybe you wouldn't count as decluttering, but I want to. I just want to kind of keep track of all the things in my life that I got rid of and that were unnecessary purchases in the past, you know? And that's it as far as the goals that I set for January. So happy to say that I achieved all 3 of them. That hasn't happened in a while. Now let's talk about my income and spending. For this part of the video, I'm gonna scooch over a bit and put the spreadsheet on the side like I did for my budget, but for the rest of this, I'll have to go down to the corner of your screen. Y'all will see. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with my income first. Okay, work income, that came to $3,842. And something interesting here that I didn't realize would happen was I had higher paychecks, and that's because my monthly rate for my health insurance went up. So we had open enrollment in December, and I was on like a gold plan with my company with Blue Cross Blue Shield. It was a great plan. But then they were getting rid of that, and I could either go to the silver plan or to the platinum plan. However, with that platinum plan, they no longer would pay 99% of it. They would pay 95% of it, which is still great. So throughout the month, that ends up costing me like $35, $36 or something. And that's deductible. So it lowered my tax burden and my paychecks were higher. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that. Plus, having the platinum plan has lowered my copays when I go to the doctor by $10. And I go to like specialists and such. So I'm very happy about that new change. Business income, this is an exciting number, $3,448.25. So January was a high month. The bulk of this came from YouTube. I will be putting up my income report probably on Sunday, so just in a couple of days. But yeah, this is really exciting. It's very close to the amount that I've earned from my full-time job. The bulk of this is from YouTube, and I'm very happy. It's a great way to start the year. This definitely isn't something that happens every single month. I don't expect it to stay this high for the next couple of months, but hopefully with time we start seeing this every single month or higher, definitely higher. Other income / extra income, that was $229.90. A little bit lower there than I'm used to, primarily because I'm not earning as much in credit card cashback rewards. Because I've been focusing on using one credit card, but still pretty decent chunk there. And altogether, that's a decent amount of income to work with, over $7,500. And then I did pull from my sinking funds $170, and that's from one sinking fund actually. And I will tell you as we go through my spending. All right, so we're gonna run through the bulk of these per usual. My taxes sinking fund, that ended up being $650 saved there. That I just put that into a high yield savings account so I can pay my quarterly estimated taxes. Gift sinking fund, I did put $75 to that. Car maintenance, $100 for that. Car insurance, $90 for that. These are all sinking funds. Beauty sinking fund is $85. Then we have my Roth IRA. I budgeted $1,500 because that's how much I needed to add to max out my 2022 Roth IRA. That's what I did, $1,500, very, very exciting. And that's done and over with for now until I start worrying about 2023's Roth IRA. Donate, I budgeted $0. I did not donate. I'm holding off on that until March. Rent, trash, and pest fee, that was $1,537. Wi-Fi, $55 with Google Fiber. Electricity, I went under budget here. I thought it would be lower. It ended up being $90.33, so a little bit over budget there. That's fine. Water and sewage, it was supposed to be $17.30, so that's the bill that I received. However, I paid $0 for this. I mentioned it in a recent video that I asked my leasing apartment about why I haven't paid my water bill in months, but they said that they have been covering it since like October. So I'm not going to question it, not going to worry about it. And yeah, it saves me a little bit each month. Household, I budgeted $50. I went over budget here a little bit, $52.97. I bought toilet paper, tissues, detergent, trash bags, and matches. So needed all those things, and that's fine. Groceries, I budgeted $350. I don't know why I went so low here. I don't know what I was expecting to stay under $350. but that came to $475.14. So definitely way over budget here. Not what I wanted to happen, but yeah, this is over budget even if I were to go higher, like increase my budget. So I think there were 5 weekends in January, I'm pretty sure, because I remember like looking at the calendar and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna go over budget because there's still another weekend in January. I know that a couple of trips were just more expensive. I bought extra things, or probably, you know, definitely things I didn't need, but I'm not gonna stress about the groceries. Food out, I budgeted 15, and this was another one that I just didn't know what to expect, so I didn't think I would go out at all. But I did. So I spent $67.42. I actually bought lunch for myself and my friend. We went to a vegan restaurant, and then I got pizza. Gas for my car, I got gas once and spent $27.27. $32.73 under budget there. Health and beauty, I budgeted $400. Ended up spending $340.99, which is good because we are under budget. I got creatine, I did get an IV drip, I went to the chiropractor, I got my massage, and then medication. Yeah, happy about being under budget there. That doesn't usually happen. Student loans, I budgeted $500 because that's all I thought I would have left to put to my student loans, and that would get me like over the $25K mark. But instead, I saved $1,228.94 for my student loan debt. That's amazing. Dogs, I budgeted $250. One of my dogs had an appointment in December. We were like waiting, my sister and I were waiting on the insurance to process, but they ended up not covering anything, which is really annoying. So I sent my sister $200, a little bit less than what I was expecting overall, so that's fine. Business, I budgeted $20. That came to $36.79. There was something that came up. I completely forgot I had purchased. It's like an annual thing with Google that I pay for, and I completely forgot about that. So that's why I was inaccurate on my budgeting there. Netflix was $15.49. Fun/entertainment, I budgeted $150 and ended up going over budget here. So I spent $163.62. When I made this budget and when I talked about my low spend year, I mentioned getting a tarot reading, and that's what I'm counting in this category because it's like fun/entertainment/service. I did get that. That was $125. By the way, so many people emailed me. I had mentioned like, if you live in Atlanta, you know, reach out if you want her name. So many people emailed me. So I will just go ahead and put her information in the description box because she lives in Atlanta and works out of Atlanta, but she also does Zoom tarot reading. There were also some people who like, you know, warned me like, relax, y'all, relax. It's just something I like to do. I don't obsess about it. I think it's fun. She did like a chakra balance. I'm not going to go into detail here. That was $125, something I am happy to spend money on. I will probably only do that like once a year. And then I bought tickets to a concert for my boyfriend and I, and that wasn't too much. I didn't expect that. I just found out that the people are coming in February, so went ahead and bought that. A little bit over budget. And then the final thing here are gifts. I didn't expect to buy gifts in January, but a couple of things came up, so I ended up spending $169.63, which is why I pulled $170 out of my gift sinking fund. I love having that sinking fund. Altogether, I spent $6,960.59 and had plenty of money to roll over into this month, into February. Okay, now for this next part, I'm gonna go down to the corner of the screen and have my spreadsheet take over because this portion of my spreadsheet, you know, takes up the whole page basically. I have hid several columns just so that we're focusing only on January, and we're gonna go over my savings and investments and then my net worth. So this is the exciting stuff. Everything that I mentioned here, these are all in my high yield savings accounts, and this is after the interest accrued for the month. First up, my taxes. This is for me making quarterly estimated payments for my side hustle income. That's at $652.85. My emergency fund, I didn't add anything to, but it did increase because of the interest, $6,127.37. Gifts, as y'all saw, I pulled some from gifts, but also put some in. So it ended up being lower, $290.49 there. Travel, $4.12, haven't added anything to it. Car/car maintenance, $1,845.36. Car insurance, $455.95. Beauty, $1,121.79. Zero to profit. I'm eventually going to change this one. It's going to be something else because I'm just not going to worry about that. It was like a little project I was working on for this channel. That's at $14.32 there. House, nothing was added, still at 73 cents. Same with phone. I'm going to change that one. That's at 40 cents. That's everything in like my main sinking funds. You can see this number here is adding up the total that I have in those. But my student loan savings is also in my high yield savings account. And obviously that's specifically saved for my student loans. So altogether there, we ended up at $26,018.67. So I got over the 26K mark instead of just over 25K, which was my goal. I was very surprised about that, very happy about that. The interest came through in my Marcus account on the last day of the month, so added a little bit of extra there. And yeah, I'm so excited to see this number going up, and also to see just my savings across the board increasing. I've never had so much money in my life. It's amazing. Then we have investments, which did quite well in January, but I think honestly the bulk of it is because I invested a lot more into my Roth IRA at one time. So my Roth IRA ended up at $14,266.98, which was an increase of 17.8% compared to last month. I know y'all can't see last month, that's on a different sheet. But that's what these numbers are. They're calculating, pulling in data from the other sheets. So that's a pretty decent jump there, and it's been a while since it's gone up this much. I did invest a lot more, and that's honestly the main reason why this is up. The market is up as well, but not as much as compared to what I put into it. My 401k, that is also up pretty high, up 16.9% at $6,909.12. And then M1 Invest is my brokerage account. That's at $6,004.11. That's up 6.9%. And then Coinbase, that's just chilling there. That one went up too, though. Went up 39.6%, which is a pretty big increase, but it's just because it's such a small amount. Last month it was like 200 something. That's at $324.61. Altogether invested, I have $27,504.82, which is a 14.6% increase compared to December 2022. Definitely a strong start to the year, and that's exciting. The other exciting thing is my net worth. My total assets came to $65,106.02. Also, the other thing here is that I don't count my taxes in my net worth, and I don't count the value of my car, anything like that. It's just personal preference. If you want to count the value of your car and your net worth, you absolutely can. But this is everything from above, excluding my taxes, and then including my checking account on the last day of the month. So that's my assets. Only liability, I have my student loan debt, $36,000 still sitting in there. And that means my net worth came to $29,106.02, which is amazing. That's a pretty decent jump from December. Let me show you. So if we look at this chart here, we can see everything from 2021, 2022, and now just January 2023. You can see how big of a jump. Back in December, I got to 23,300, and now we're at 29,000. So that is an increase. I put it here, $5,805.43 up in 1 month. It's not bad. I find that just so promising, and as like it just gives me hope, you know, like because the more money you have invested, the more money you have saved, the easier it is to grow your net worth. And to see such a big jump in 1 month by me, I mean, I saved a lot, I invested a lot, so it does take a lot right now. But as I keep saying, I'm just really looking forward to not only being debt free, but also once I reach, you know, over $100,000 invested or $100,000 net worth even, it's gonna grow so much faster and on its own. My money is gonna start working more for me than I am putting into it, and that's just mind-blowing to me. My Vantage score is at 767. That's through Credit Karma. The only other thing that I want to show y'all is something new that I started for 2023, and that is my goal tracker. And I love this so much. You can actually purchase this template on my new little Etsy shop, so I will link that down below. But this is mine, and I am tracking multiple goals here. For January, I did make progress on getting closer to debt freedom. As you can see, this is what was added to my student loan debt savings from what I saved, but also the high interest that went through in January. So I am 72.27% of the way there until I'll be completely debt free. Max out my 2023 Roth IRA. I did not make any progress on that. I'm not going to worry about that until after I have enough saved for my student loan debt, which is kind of what I'm tracking here. These like darker shades, I'm expecting by May I should have enough saved for my student loan debt. Then I want to finish maxing out my Roth in August, have enough in my emergency fund by October, and so that's like really where I stopped. For my emergency fund, the goal is $12,000 this year, but I'm not focusing on that until later on. And all that was added here was the interest, so tiny little progress there. Next is my net worth. So I would like to get over 100K this year, and that increase, I got closer to that by about $5,800 as I was just going over, so 29% of the way there. And then I want my total gross income from everything, so my full-time job, my side hustles, my extra income, to be over $100,000 for 2023. 7.52% of the way there. That's pretty decent. I mean, I would need to make a little bit more to be on track. I think it's like the 8,888, right? So yeah, I probably need to increase that some more, but I think by, throughout the year, I think it will balance out a little bit. This number is actually a little bit off now that I'm thinking about it, because this is just pulling in what I have on my income sheet, but I'm not counting my gross income from my full-time job, So the income that I record on that spreadsheet is my net income, what I actually take home. So I guess I'll have to fix that, because should be tracking my gross income, not... Yeah, I'll have to fix that. As I said, my business income, this is gross business income, $3,448. And my goal is 30,000, so over 11% of the way there already. That's exciting. And then the final thing here is to spend less than $50,000 outside of my debt, outside of investing. So this is just like strictly spending, including groceries and everything, So far I spent $3,231 if we exclude all the other stuff, which is pretty good. Should be on track based off of that number. So yeah, I thought this was a fun addition, and it was really fun to make. So if you're interested in this, then check out the link below. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to reach out. I did get an email asking if there's a way to add more goals, and yes, you absolutely can. You can copy paste, and then you have to adjust the pie, make sure you're pulling in the correct data. You can change the colors. It's completely up to you, but you can get this template and make it fit for your needs. Those are all my updates for January 2023. I hope y'all had a great month. Please feel free to comment down below any of the goals that you achieved, any financial strides that you made. I would love to see it. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.